Powerful day. I didn't want to miss it.
I know, right? Incredible. Energy's been spinning some of us out.
Yeah.
Understatement of the century. Indeed. Oh my gosh. Even the sanest of people are acting a bit Lulu today and yesterday and Saturday. Yeah. It's just kind of like, so let's anchor into that space. And just settle for noticing where we're at right now. Taking a few minutes to just breathe and appreciate this moment. And just allow yourself to notice anything that needs to be noticed right now. Not creating judgment for it, just an observation. What is in your awareness at this very moment in time? And we're going to call in to create a sacred container for us this evening, the great archangels, to hold this space sacred container and to anchor light for each of us here tonight and all those that will listen to the recording. We are all so honored by your support as we open to this process tonight. We're going to invite in our guides and our master guides to be here with us. Any of our supporting ancestors. And in the most appropriate nature spirits and devas. The energy of Earth, of Gaia, the energy of Father Sky, in the four directions, north, south, east, west, and the center point. The elements to support us of fire and water and metal and wood and earth and air. Our star brothers and sisters that are here to support our evolution on the planet. And any other beautiful light beings that wish to support at this time for each of our best and highest good. the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the fullest aspect of Source. And notice now as this energy anchors in around you, supporting you, honoring you. What does that feel like? We're asking that if any unbalancing energies wish to approach, they're instantly transmuted into love by the light that surrounds us tonight. And we thank you for this light, and we thank you for this process, and we especially thank you for this time we get to share tonight with one another. And today is very auspicious. The last few days have been building energy. The full moon, the eclipse, everything that's just been moving energy around us, creating emotions that need to be looked at. Overwhelm has been coming up for people a lot. I've been talking to a lot of people. Anger, rage issues, unsuppressed or suppressed issues that they hadn't looked at for years are surfacing. And one of the gifts that we have in this full moon time is that this moon is really linked to sacred union, sacred marriage. But that is really the marriage, the union within ourselves of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and how they respond to each other, how they choose to co-create in our bodies, our minds, our emotions. We think of sacred marriage as something with another, sacred union of something of ourselves with another. But the truth is that sacredness is about the union with us first. We have to be fully sacred, honoring ourselves, honoring our presence on the planet, honoring our gifts, honoring the two aspects of ourselves, the masculine drive, focus, creation, outwards, the feminine, nurturing, powerful, yin energy. The grounding energy, the empowering energy, the inner focus. When it's out of balance in our inner space, it starts to show up in our outer space. And oftentimes we think, oh, the physical body is giving me pain in this left hip or my right hip or my knee or my shoulder. And we go to tend to that pain. We go to tend to that physical without looking at what it's really telling us. What are we here to listen to? What is the truth behind that? And when I look at that within myself, I see where I used to be so far out of alignment when I was in my early 20s, to the point where my hips were so thrown out that I actually had a really severe limp. And to heal it, I tried chiropractic, nutrition. And what really healed it for me was a hypnotherapy session that I did through my work that brought up all of this trapped emotion that needed to come out of the stored cells and tissues and muscles in my body. And then overnight, my whole spine realigned itself. My limp went away. Chronic pain disappeared. My migraine stopped because I found a new access point to the body. And what looked like an initial response to a relationship issue turned out to be a trapped emotional response that I hadn't processed in my body. And yes, it was showing up in a relationship and mirroring what was really going on inside me. But that was a pivotal point at the age of 22 where I realized there was something bigger and greater going on. So I really want to bring us tonight on a journey into this conversation of sacred union, sacred marriage within ourselves. So that we can then turn up in a fully empowered way for ourselves. And when that occurs, it starts to magnetize everything around us to turn up in the same reflection of beauty and love and self-care and nurturing. So as we're in this conversation, in this energy that's here to support it, this full moon energy, this eclipse energy, this sacred container we're inside of, start to notice if there's any knowingness that's coming to you, any awarenesses, if your body is responding in any way to you, trying to get attention. And now, as you're beginning to soften more and more into this internal space, to nurture yourself, to honor yourself, to recognize how valuable you are, to recognize that it matters that you are in a sacred union with yourself. It matters because you are really important. You are a piece of God in action, a piece of light shining brightly every day, radiating love to everyone around you. But now it's time to radiate that love inwards. It's time to settle into this place where you can give back to you and receive. So when you're ready now in your mind's eye and your imagination, allow the body, if it hasn't already, to soften and release, releasing the jaw, the eyes and the eye sockets, the scalp, the back of the neck, the throat, the shoulders. Feel that wave of relaxation flowing down into the torso, into the arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, the hands, the palms, the fingers, melting and letting go. Feel that wave of relaxation now flowing through the spine, top of the neck, into the shoulder blades, into the back ribs, all the way down into the lower back, into the pelvis, into the hips. Notice it going now into the whole front of the torso, chest, solar plexus, belly, into the organs, releasing, softening, melting, and letting go. Notice now that wave of relaxation coming in around the groin, the very top of the thighs, front of the thighs, the back of the thighs, front of the knees, the back of the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, the front of the feet, the soles of the feet and the toes. Letting go breath. melting, softening, releasing. And now from this place of deep relaxation, in your mind's eye and your imagination, see a pathway now opening in front of you. Beautiful golden pathway. Start to travel down that pathway. And this pathway is lit by the light of the full moon. So you can see the gold shining in the moonlight. It's beautiful, it's sacred. You can feel every step on the earth beneath you matters and makes a difference because of your presence, because of your grace, because of the amount of love you show to everybody in your life. She recognizes this truth. The earth is so happy that you are walking upon her at this moment in time. Now, ahead of you on this beautiful moonlit path, you begin to see a doorway in the distance. This is a place you're familiar with. You've traveled here before, a sacred place just for you. And as you approach it, you notice now that the moonlight is really shining directly on this door, illuminating. And as you get to this door, you realize that you have the key, and only you has the key to this sacred space. And you're able to go inside this sanctuary that's created for you by your higher self, a place for transformation and evolution, for deep healing and relaxation, a place for joy and love and happiness. And when you're in here, you just feel the vibration of high, high frequency, healing power, unconditional love. You can feel beautiful textures around you and see the vibrant colors. Maybe there's beautiful scents in the air and smells. There may even be some beautiful food for you to nurture your body with. All sent by your higher self to you in this moment in time. So notice what is here. What is your higher self sending down to you at this moment in time? Maybe it's something you haven't considered you need to be nurtured. Maybe it's some beautiful colors or aromatherapy oils or some beautiful food or something else. Just allow yourself to become aware of what is here for you. Now you find somewhere really beautiful and comfortable to lay down. And as you lay here now, you're aware that the earth is beneath you, supporting you completely. You are fully resourced. And now start to notice in this very moment in time the left side of the body. This is your divine feminine. See how this side of your body is feeling. Notice what it needs at this moment in time. Maybe it needs a healing energy of some sort. Maybe it needs a color or a sound. Maybe it needs for you to know something or understand something, to tend to something, maybe something external in your life that's influencing it to not be in full alignment and flow. Allow yourself to recognize that your divine feminine aspect is so beautiful and powerful. And then thank this aspect of you for whatever you received, whatever you came aware of, any healing you received, any colors, any knowingness. And then bring your attention now to the right side of your body, the divine masculine, the part of you that goes into action and pushes forward and gets things done, the outward energy. Notice how this side of the body is feeling at this very moment in time. What does this masculine aspect of you need? Colors or sounds or smells or aromatherapy or healing energy or understanding or rest. Anything that needs to be tended to. And thank it for anything you received, or anything it let go of, or anything it allowed. Knowing now that this is the piece of you that moves to create, to act. And then bring your awareness now to the full body. Ask if there's anything that needs attention so that this divine feminine and divine masculine can be in sacred union within you. Is there anything that needs to occur for these two pieces of you to come into sacred union, sacred marriage, sacred co-creation? And ask if there's anything you need to understand or know about this. And then thank this energy for anything it brought to your awareness. Thank your full body for carrying your soul, your higher self, downloading whatever you need, this receptive energy space where your body temple is literally the container for your soul to be in action on the planet, to be in co-creation with spirit and the divine, to be in love, to be in joy, to be in the creating of your gifts, talents, magic, light. This body temple is the vehicle. Your higher self is guiding you at all times, but sometimes life gets too busy, too chaotic. We disconnect from some of that guidance. So thank your higher self for guiding you today, tonight, to allowing you to listen, receive, to know, to co-create with the divine. When you're ready, you're going to start moving yourself back towards the doorway now. Taking in again this beautiful space that your higher self helped to create in your mind's eye and imagination for you to have a place to come to heal, to transform, to receive information. And then move back to the door. Opening it and stepping back out into the moonlit path. Locking the door behind you, knowing you still are the only one with the key. Thanking this beautiful sacred space as you turn now again to walk back up this pathway, still moonlit by the full moon, feeling her grace, her energy, her magic shining upon you as you slowly bring yourself back up the path. With every step you take, you become more and more aware of your presence back in your own environment. You become more and more aware of the structure of the chair beneath you. You become more and more aware of where the clothes are touching your body. You become more and more aware now of the breath entering the body through the nose or the mouth. You become more and more aware of everything in your environment, the heat or the coolness of the air, noises outside the room you're in, noises inside the room. Take a deep breath in, reconnecting fully with the physical form in this very moment in time, the body temple. Feel the earth beneath you, supporting you, resourcing you. And slowly, when you're ready, open your eyes, wiggle fingers and toes. And if you want to unmute, if you want to journal first, you can. If you want to put stuff in the chat box, whatever feels aligned. If you want to stay internal, that's fine too. Just honor where you're at.
Powerful. That was so beautiful. I'm very grateful. A beautiful, beautiful trip I went on and wonderful messages. So thank you.
You're welcome, Patty. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. You must have really needed this because there you are. Mm.
Yeah, Siobhan, it felt like going on, like, how do we put it, like having a moon bath, you know? It's just like, oh, I'm floating here in the chair, and you're saying, how does your body feel? I said, I don't care. No offense.
No, I get you were in an altered state.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm a moon child, so every phase of the moon is like, ouch, the full moon, usually the full moon will just pull my energy towards it, and then I'm drained. And I'm not drained. I'm cleaning the house. I'm moving furniture. I'm like, okay, this is opposite, right? So it's got to be the fire element, like just clean. Don't worry about it. We're not pulling you out this time. And other people you said are going cuckoo. I'm like, I don't see them.
That's good.
I'm in my moon. I'm in the middle of the moon, I think, right in the middle of it. And it's just going around the room, I'm like, okay, let's bounce. But yeah, that was like delicious energy. So it's only supposed to be us three moon ladies here tonight. So.
I know, right? I know. And I'm
The
so
rest
into
of
the
them are, I
moon
don't
too.
know.
And with skin this pale, I don't go out in the sun
Yeah.
that often, I'm into the moon.
Right. So you're taking a moon bath with us, right?
Mhm.
But
I
yeah,
describe,
lots of joy.
I describe my skin color as glow in the dark, kind of an off-white blue color. When I went to Florida, the people down there just were, they see my legs and I'm white. It's like Irish.
I know. I mean, I'm in California. There's some parts of me have never seen the sun. And I'm like, that's okay. I am this opaque all the time, you know.
People are
I,
saying, can you not get a tan? And I'll go like this. I'll say, just like this part is like white, white, white. And it's like they think I'm white, and then I go,
I know. I go, this is brown for
that's right.
me. It's
I
an
found
Irish tan.
now I found I was moving so much that I was just kind of let myself go because in that meditation, I was just so powerful. I'm so grateful. I'm usually rigid and stiff, and I used to play hockey, and I'd be the one skating down the ice like this, not all hunched over. I was so stiff. Just I was just flowing, my feminine and my masculine. My masculine started kind of dancing, and that's not me. Like I was like, just let it go, and I just can't tell you how grateful I am. I knew I needed to be here.
Thank you, Patty. Beautiful. Oh. Well, that's it, my ladies. I'm going to just thank everyone who came to hold all the sacred container for us, because there was so many beings here that guided me on what to do tonight. And I was always grateful when I get the downloads, because it makes life so much easier when you just listen. And you receive and you go, yes, thank you. So I'm going to thank all the guides and the master guides and the great archangels that held the space sacred, and Pan and the most appropriate nature spirits and devas and the star brothers and sisters and our higher selves that guided this container this evening, in the divine masculine and the divine feminine and the fullest aspect of source, and our body temples that really received and allowed and let in and released, and the four directions and the center point and the elements. We are so honored. We are so blessed. We are so loved. And the ancestors that held the space sacred for us to evolve as we do, they do. And we are in co-creation with them at all times, and we are grateful for their presence and support. And we thank you all, we thank you all, we thank you all. And now as we separate our energy once more, we are surrounded in the most beautiful golden moonlight, allowing us to be in the light and of the light, protected, still in a co-creative space with the divine at all times. We thank you all, we thank you all, we thank you all. We are so honored, we are so blessed, we are so loved. Thank you. Thank you, moon goddesses. I will see you again soon.